Hi there, this is Mel. Welcome to No Finish Line. This is my third video in my 100K wrap-up series. First two videos had to do with gear and crewing, and this one's going to be a short little recap regarding things I did well, things I did not do very well on my 100K. Just to review, I ran 100K last year at Run Woodstock. It was in late summer. The event started at 2 p.m. I ran through the night. It was a looped course with aid stations set up throughout the course. Very well supported. Great event, very well organized, a ton of fun. If you ever get the chance to do it, I give it 2 thumbs up, highly recommend it. It was 4 laps around, and laps 3 and 4, you were able to have pacers as well. Like to start off with things that I think I did well. Again, all within hindsight now of having run the race of things I would do differently, but again, things that I think I did okay on this part of it. The first thing that I thought went well was I did do a ton of research. I watched a ton of other videos about people's experience running their 100Ks. I had a fairly well organized plan as far as like a written checklist of materials and gear. I had a very solid fueling strategy. We'll cover more of that later, but at least on paper, going into the race, I had a very solid plan. Like logistically, I felt confident. I guess that's the word. I felt confident that I had put thought and effort into this race. You know, I wasn't just showing up the day of like FAFO, we're gonna see what happens. Like I really did put in a lot of thought. My husband was my crew. See video number 2 on that. And so having him in my corner was also like a huge confidence boost as well. So going into your 100K, going into a long distance, put thought and effort into what you're going to be doing. Do that mental, exercise of my clothing, my gear, my fueling. What happens if, I get a blister and what that's going to look like. So just be prepared and have a plan in place. Thing number 2 that I think I did well. I was very familiar with the course. Not everyone can do this, I understand that. But I was fortunate enough, I live like 45 minutes away from where the event was held, so it was not unreasonable for me to hit those specific trails at least once a week. I would try to get out there every Saturday or Sunday. Again, I know not everyone is that fortunate, but because it was my longest distance, I was pretty nervous about it. And so being able to have that experience on the trail I'd be running on was quite valuable. It gave me like a lot of comfort, especially during the race, to be running the familiar paths. I'm like, okay, yes, I know that tree. I've peed behind that tree before. I know where I'm at. That being said, like obviously if you can't get out to your particular race area, that happens, that's life. I would recommend starting your training pretty broad and then focusing in on maybe the particulars of your course. Know the terrain, know the vert so that you can prepare for it. So as you get closer to your race, really tailor in your training so that you're going to address the factors that you're going to see on that particular trail. Again, if you can get to the terrain, if you can get to your actual location, that's great. Because again, it gave me just a ton of confidence going into that race, that comfort. The third thing that I thought was pretty cool was I heard about this free app called Training Peaks. Sorry, I just had a pause. Training Peaks. This was really neat. I highly recommend it if you're doing a race. You can go to this free app and you can upload your the map for the trail that you're going to be running, the map, and as a GPX file, and you can input all the different aid stations, and it'll compute your estimated pace or finish time. It'll give you elevation. You can play with all these different factors to determine maybe your overall finish time, and it would tell you what time you should be hitting different aid stations. Again, that's kind of what I built my logistics around, between help my crew out, help my pacers out. Again, going into the race, I did not have a specific finish time in mind. That wasn't my goal. My goal was to finish and to try my best. But having those time parameters just helped. Like it's required. If you're having crew, you're having pacers, you need to be able to tell your pacers, hey, at 1 a.m., I plan on being at this aid station, so be ready to go around this time. So I recommend checking out Training Peaks. It was way cool. I now have plugged in several trails and played with different timing aspects of it. I highly recommend it. Number 4 thing that I think I did well, I ended up using poles for my final lap. My knees and calves were blowing up. And so being able to have poles and take them out and use them saved me, really. And leading up to that race, I practiced with my poles every Sunday. That was my pole day. Regardless of where I was using my poles to be comfortable with them as a tool. In my opinion, I think they're highly valuable. And I only point this out because, again, I've listened to a ton of running content, and it seems like there's a lot of coaches out there, running coaches, who kind of poo-poo on poles and really kind of say or see them as maybe a novice crutch. I think my training was solid leading into my 100K, and I needed my poles to help finish the race. That's where I was at, and I was glad that I knew how to use my poles. I had them as an option, because I don't know maybe where I would have been if I didn't have them. So again, in my opinion, they were a great tool. I recommend, if you're thinking about poles, use them. There's nothing wrong with having poles and using them. I am not a professional athlete. Use them. There's no judgment. There's no negativity associated with them. But if you're going to use them, train with them. Have them and train with them. Don't expect to pull them out on race day and be proficient. You're going to be mad and you're going to throw those $200 poles into a ravine. So that's my big thing. There's nothing wrong with using poles, but practice with them. My kind of last point that I think I did really well, second to last point, number 5, was I had a really good mindset going into this race, and I just kind of stuck with it. And my goal, again, was to finish the race and try my best.
Your best. Losers always whine about their best.
That being said, I ran my race. I did not get caught up in someone else's race, which was my downfall, where I DNF'd my very first ultra. My very first ultra, I got super excited. I ended up syncing up with this group of really cool people. We were talking, we were running, we were having a great time. And then I realized, oh no, these people are way faster than me and I'm in a lot of trouble, because I just got caught up in running their race and their pace. And I was not at that point. And that really jammed me up. So with my 100K, I had a good time. I ran, I talked to everyone, talked to other people, I was in good spirits, but I didn't get caught up in their pace, either faster or slower. I let people move on beyond me, and I didn't feel compelled to keep up with them, even if we were talking or having a good time. I think that's the biggest thing, just run your race, and regardless of what that looks like, it's okay. Don't get caught up in what other people are doing. Kind of along with mindset, and I've talked about this in other videos as well, definitely have some mantras that you can pull up or rely on when things get tough, because it will get tough. You're doing a hard thing. That's okay, but have some tools, mental tools to fall back on as well. And my very last point that I think I did well, and also my crew did well, was, at the end of the race, really sitting down and doing a post-mortem of reviewing the experience and what we learned and what we're going to do better for next time. Again, this was the longest distance. It was my husband's first time crewing such a long event solo by himself. And we just learned a ton for next time. So definitely sit down, make those notes, because hopefully there will be a next time and you want to learn, take all these tools and information and move on and apply it to the next time around. Let's talk about some things I could have done better, should have done better, and I certainly will do better my next time around. Number one thing, address problems sooner rather than later. They will not, in most circumstances, they're not magically going to go away. Aggressively address problems. That's probably my number one thing. I must admit, I did not anticipate things going sideways probably so soon, where I started having knee and calf pain very early on. Again, I do not have knee issue. Throughout my training, through other ultras, I have not had knee pain. That's not something that I've really complained about. And yet for my 100K, I was having knee pain. So stop, take a beat, and address it. And address it thoroughly, not in like a flip it, it'll be fine, and then set off, hoping for the best. Don't ignore it. Have a plan for when that type of thing goes poorly. I definitely waited too long to address issues. The second thing, I'm a little embarrassed by this. Not embarrassed, but my first thing about addressing issues, and then my second thing, fueling. I couldn't decide which one to rank these as far as the number one thing I messed up. They're probably equal. So I love snacks. I love eating. This is one of the reasons I love trail running, because we have the best snacks. Oh my gosh, we have the best snacks. You want a pancake? I'll carry pancakes. They're delightful. I messed up my fueling. Yeah, big time. I basically stopped eating and drinking. I should have set a timer. I should have had a timer every 15 minutes, something beeping at me to eat and drink. And I didn't. I had my little baggies of food. I knew I had to eat this thing, but I didn't. Why didn't you, Melissa? I don't know. I did not. My stomach, I don't know, I was running and I didn't eat. So that I done messed up. It's kind of like you have a plan until you get punched in the face. And my plan was, and even in hindsight, my plan was to have 60 to 90 grams of carbs an hour. And even now I recognize that'd be low. I should have been aiming for at least 90 grams of carbs. Well, heck, I should have been aiming for 30 grams of carbs because I didn't hardly eat anything. So practice fueling consistently during your training. And I would recommend next time around, I'm going to set a timer. And when that timer goes off, I am going to you will eat this whole thing. You'll take a gel, you'll eat this Cliff Block, whatever it is, but this is what you're going to have. So fueling, I messed up fueling. Number 3, don't try something new on race day. I think I went over this in my gear video. I tried a new headlight on race day. It was terrible. I had major regrets. I couldn't see anything. Thank heavens my pacer had an awesome light. Just, you know it. Everyone says it. Well, don't do something new on race day. Number 4, I carried too much stuff. So, as I said before, on the one part, I was really proud that logistically we had a very solid plan. I had everything very well organized. But then in application and from a practical standpoint, I just ended up carrying too much stuff. And it was hard because you always hear about all these ultras and people saying like, plan for everything, plan for everything. And yes, plan for everything, but 2, have a plan so that you're not carrying 10 pounds worth of stuff on your back. Like, that was not necessary. It was completely unnecessary. I know that now. Like, now I have the experience and my crew has the experience where we're going to be able to edit significantly the gear and the items that we bring with us, and maybe stuff that I don't need to be carrying on me, but that we can leave in the car, and that my crew now has the experience to bring or not bring to address potential issues. And that has to, some things I'm thinking of are specifically like clothing or different comfort items like blankets or maybe seats. Like those collapsible chairs or different things that would have been helpful at the time. So just edit down. Be prepared, but maybe edit down the options at the moment in time. Number 5 things I would have done differently. In my head and logistically, I planned on 5 minutes. I will spend 5 minutes at the aid station. And I told my crew that, you time me 5 minutes in and out. There's nothing wrong with having a specific time frame for an aid station. And yeah, you shouldn't spend excessive times at an aid station just hanging around like it's a party. It's not a party. You don't live there. You need to keep moving. However, take as long as you need to address your issues. I didn't do that. I was so preoccupied with, not spending too much time there. I rushed off without having eaten enough, without drinking enough, and without addressing my issues between my knees and my calves. Like I was so worried and focused on the time, I just went. Well, duh. So again, have a time frame for your aid stations, have a plan. Understand that if you need to take longer to address your problems, take that time at the aid station to properly address the issues before you head back off on the trail, because you're just asking for bigger problems down the road. Number 6, and I messed up here too. Have a recovery plan for whenever your race may end. You may DNF, your race may end early, or it may end at that finish line, whenever that may be. Maybe it's within your set parameters of time. Maybe it took you longer than you anticipated, whatever that may be. Like, have a plan for when your race ends. And specifically what I mean, have your finish bag. So make sure you have your clean clothes. If you have access to a shower, that you have stuff to shower, that you have soap or a towel. If you don't have access to a shower, you at least have wet wipes or something to clean yourself off and then get fresh clothes on. Have food ready. In my finish bag, when I finished, I had a Fairlife and a banana. After 16 hours, that's what I ate. We done messed up because I was hungry, but I was so amped up I didn't even realize how hungry I was until I crashed. So have a recovery plan. You're gonna wanna get clean. You're gonna wanna get fresh clothes on. You're gonna wanna eat and rest and start recovery as soon as possible. So make a plan. It's not gonna magically happen, all right? The last thing I want to touch on, and just a little bit as far as maybe some gear that I would have done differently. In Michigan, the trails that we were on, we were really sandy. So gaiters actually would have been pretty nice because my shoes definitely had sand in it. I did not take my shoes off once throughout my 100K. I don't mess with my shoes unless there's an emergency, unless I have to. And I'm pretty lucky that I don't normally have foot issues. I have never gotten blisters, knock on wood, but they're just really sandy. So gaiters actually would have been nice. I think I will invest in some nice, like maybe merino wool base layers would have been nice as well. I just wore whatever I bought on Amazon. And I think maybe having some sort of ground mat would have been nice to set down, to sit on, to do stretches so I wasn't sitting in the sand. I think at one point, like I rolled into an aid station, threw off my vest and like sat on the ground to like stretch or whatever. So having like a ground mat would have been nice. And then I did actually buy a heated vest. So I've already purchased another one of those and I love it so much. But again, I just wanted to make a quick little video on some quick things I did well, some quick things I did not do well, and what I learned from it. Yeah, this was just a quick little conclusion from my 100K series. Again, I have more information on the video I did with gear and the video I did with my husband on crewing. This is our recap, and this is the end of my 100K series. So thank you so much for your time. Thanks for being with me. Grit, grind, and hard work. Thank you.